Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we are talking about BBKCF, or the Canadian market going as BIGG, BIGG Digital. I'm going to go dive through everything you need to know, including their investor deck and the latest news, and then technical analysis. So let's jump right into this one. So BIGG Digital. This one here, the investor relations deck was actually announced on April 21st, and so it's really close to date from where we're actually publishing this video. And so BIGG Digital Assets, you can split it down to three main focuses. So BIGG, which CSE goes in as BIGG, the CEO is Mark Binns, and you got Blockchain Intelligence Group and Netcoins. And so they have an extensive team. So for instance, the CEO has more than 20 years of experience building customer-driven sales and marketing strategies. Mark has founded, built, and sold 2 consulting companies that provided strategic advice on customer acquisition and revenue growth for the Fortune 1000 technology companies, including RIM, Cisco, and Rogers. And so Blockchain Intelligence Group. The big mission statement here is to bring security, accountability to cryptocurrency with our trusted data analysis and risk scoring capabilities for blockchain and Bitcoin, as well as other currencies. And so how we help mitigate the risks. They developed a tool to mitigate the risk associated with cryptocurrencies and is being used and utilized by law enforcement agents globally. So they have 2. They have QLUE, QLUE, Qualitative Law Enforcement Unified Edge, visually tracks and reports on transactions in blockchains. This service is designated and designed for law enforcement investigations and compliance officers. And then you got BitRank Verified, which provides a risk score for all Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchain addresses and transactions. Compliance 2 offers reviews of all queries, offering the abilities to generate enhanced due diligence report. Other cryptocurrencies are being added. So QLUE, technology for forensic investigation, detects suspicious cryptocurrency activity, tracks and traces and monitors the transactions, and the engine behind BitRank Verified data points. They give you here a graphical overview of that. And then BitRank Verified, a risk for scoring for financial institutions, cryptocurrencies exchange, Bitcoin ATM operators, audit firms, retailers, and funds. And it basically gives you a risk score very much relating to or similar to a credit score. And here we get to see some of the actual companies or basically institutions that have been already receiving that training of $1,000 per course, including USDA, CIBCs, US Secret Service, TD Bank, Scotiabank, HSBC, Citibanks, the list goes on. And then tight competitive space, global market. For the Netcoin here, it's the Canadian lender making the purchases on sales of cryptocurrency easy and accessible for the mass consumer and investors through compliant and regulated brokerage services. The future compliant and regulated cryptocurrencies, by working with regulators, Netcoins aims to lead regulated crypto trading space in Canada. And for September 29, 2020, restricted dealer license applications submitted to BCSE and CSA. That's basically based on just back in September. Approval target is to have or be a restricted dealer and a license in April and May. Now, in terms of regulations, the catalyst: publicity, free marketing, competitive reduction bitmax, corporate business, and fund businesses. So moving on as well, in terms of Netcoin's growth, you're looking into a monthly revenue increase of 1,976, a year over year of 337%. Trading volume 1950, year over year it's 266% quarter over quarter. Monthly active users is 3,984 year over year and 177 quarter over quarter. Assets under custody 4,450 year over year and 227 quarter over quarter, and new subscribers 853% year over year and 236 quarter over quarter. The trading volumes exceed $260 million in quarter 1 in 2021. And then moving on as well, so big revenue quarterly, you get to see a massive increase in terms of quarter 1 revenue compared to all the other quarters, almost more than 3 times what it was in quarter 4 2020. Now a big part of that comes in as well with some of the recent news. Take a look into here. BIGG Digital Assets, subsidiary of Netcoins, announced its quarterly revenue grew 337% quarter over quarter BIGG Digital Assets announces $25 million bought deal financing. BIGG Digital Assets announces $100,000 strategic investments in DeFi ventures and corporations. And BIGG Digital Assets subsidiary Netcoin announces daily revenue grew 54% month over month in February 2021. And then BIGG Digital Assets purchased additional 60.7 billion Bitcoin for Netcoin operations float. Total Bitcoin treasury reaches 300 Bitcoin. BIGG Digital Assets and corporations to reinvest free cash flow from operations into Bitcoin. And BIGG Digital Assets and corporations subsidiary of Netcoins announces trading volume grew 2.4 times month over month from January, exceeding $81 million. The list goes on there, and there's a bunch of things you need to know. Well, the market itself for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has boomed over the first quarter of 2021, and that's a big part of why they have received massive revenue. While that might continue or not, you might start expecting this one to trade alongside of how Bitcoin is currently trading. Now, we did cover here the latest news, and then let's take a look into some of the companies here. So this is BitRank, where it verifies it gives you a score, very similar to a credit score for digital currencies. And then QLUET. QLUET is the quantitative law enforcement unified edge, and is built by BIGG Blockchain Intelligence Group for law enforcement. And then QLUET gives you a little bit of an overview for what QLUET is, demos, etc. in here. And you have Netcoins, which is the platform where you can go ahead and buy or sell cryptocurrency. And then Blockchain Intelligence Group, which is the forensic services that built QLUET. Now, if you'd like to see more contents like this, make sure you drop down, click that like button, and then there's also a subscribe button somewhere down around here. Make sure to click it with notifications button on. And if you'd like to join our Discord, click more. Join me on my Discord. It's totally free. I'll show you a little bit more on that at the very end, and let's jump right into technical analysis. Now, on the technical analysis point of view, on a one-day perspective, what we get to see here is that the MACD is actually going towards the negative side. Now, that is a little bit of a dangerous trade because it attempts basically a reversal, or in that sense, an accumulation. So we need to look in other indicators to try to get that better. Momentum is somewhere stable, very close to zero. It's at 0.17. William %R is highly oversold, just barely escaping that area. And ADX shows that that strong trend is a little bit seeing a little bit of a rougher move. Now currently it's above the 50 SMA at 168, and the 50 SMA is above the 200 SMA at 58 cents. 30 MA is above the 10 SMA, which is not a good indicator, but we get to see that we had a really massive green candle going almost 10% at some point. Now that's bullish, but we need to take a look into the volumes. It looks like it didn't happen with massive volumes, and it looks like the massive volume occurred previously. One of the highest was highly overselling. A massive red candle from 401 all the way down to 278. And we need to take a look a little bit into stochastic fast and stochastic slow. Now on stochastic fast and stochastic slow, what we get to see here is that we might have not hit a bottom yet. Both of them are still pinpointing downwards, and it might be that it didn't hit a major support yet. And if we were to go all the way down to around the 6 cents area, we get to see here that on the Fibonacci retracements, we see a support currently, which was a resistance, is at 202. Then below that, 155 and then 98 cents. Significant resistances that seems to be struggling with is the 249, 315, and the $4. Now, just using a normal price line action, what we get to see is that this resistance is very much real. The 236 to the 251 level. That's a strong resistance. Above there, there's even a stronger one at 265. Above there, 301, and above there, 332. Significant support, 219, 993, 175, 145, 117, 80 cents, and then down to 52 cents. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. And what do I think about it? It's pretty simple. I do think that this company here has been going through a lot of changes, especially coming in with that January massive boost for Bitcoin. I think that we're looking into this channel, and if it does break this channel continuously below that, I think that we might go a little bit further down. It's in a very sensitive place where it did break this channel up higher, and it might be that a lot of people are seeing, hey, it might not be marking this value and selling. And so it does need accumulation, or it stays within the channel before I see a positive move. Currently, it's just highly chaotic volatility. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below, and have a wonderful day.
Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do recommend that you go ahead and join our Discord server. There's a lot of amazing folks in here. We do a lot of discussions here into the trading floor throughout the day. A lot of people are in there, and we do ask questions. You can ask me any question you would like on there. We do post research and DDs, and we hold weekly chat sessions. And we also do have a lounge in there. So make sure to actually join that and join the fun there. Have a wonderful day and a good one.